Okay, Christine, I thought that this would probably be the easiest way to do this, is to just kind of show you. So the first thing you have to do is download a Google extension. It looks like this. It's Google Meet Attendance. And there's two Google Meet Attendance kind of extensions. The one you want is the one that's just the plain green check mark. There's also one that's an apple with a check mark through it, and I'm sure that's great, but it doesn't have quite as extensive of the reporting that this one does. So get the Google Meet Attendance with the green check mark, and then have it so that it's up here in your I don't even know what this is called, this line of extensions up here. And then when I go to start a Google Meet, I actually start from my check mark. And so I click on that, and I go down to start a meet. And it'll take you to the meet.google.com. And I don't know if you guys are doing this, but we're doing it where we have nicknames for all of our meets. You want to do that because the kids can't get in until you're there, and you can kick them, once you've kicked them all out at the end, they can't come back in, or they could if they had the link. So I'm just going to say, I'm just going to name it after me, Reisinger, and I'm going to continue. And then when you have that check mark, this is your little Google Meet, like little toolbox. And you can set up your classes. Like I've set up my classes, and then I also have one for office hours. So let's just do office hours. And then there's a way that you can add names to your class. I don't do that, and I still, I don't do that, and I still get all of the information. So don't waste the time that I wasted doing that. We're gonna join it. And another little tip that I do, if I'm waiting for a class to start, what I'll do is come in here. I can have your webcam off, and then I go to present now. And I already have a Google slide open, and I go to that Google slide, and I just call it message board. And I've got several in there, and I share that. And then what that does is my Google slide then is what's showing. And it doesn't show the same for me, but let me show you what that Google slide is. But basically it just says good morning, second hour, and we're gonna start at 9 o'clock. And that way I don't feel like I have to be sitting here waiting for the meeting to open. Also, if I've got a class going and there's nobody in the class, like maybe they're off doing a task and they're gonna come back, I'll have a Google slide up saying, we're gonna get started again at 9:45 or however that works. And that gives me a little bit of freedom to go to the bathroom or get a cup of coffee, that sort of thing. Okay, so I'm kind of just stalling here. I'm going to end my Google Meet. And notice I didn't even have to think about it. It automatically saved my Meet files, and it does two of them. If you look down here, there is office hours, HTML and office hours. That's a Google Google Sheets. And if you go to the office hours one, since we weren't on that long, it didn't show that much. But it shows exactly when you started, and it shows you every single minute, and then a list of who's here. So to show you the report that I get, I'm going to go to, I just created a file that I save them in. So it's labeled office hours. It'll tell you what the date is, right? I'm going to go to, let's go to one from earlier this week, like 7th hour on the 11th. Actually, let's do this one. Okay, and this was actually a faculty meeting. So I picked this one because I didn't want to have student names revealed. But this was a lead teacher meeting. And so you can see exactly when they popped in. Jonathan was in and out a little bit because he was having a little bit of internet issues. So the fact that it's all like a different color there means that they were there the whole time, but they kind of had to come in and out. But if they stop and then they come back, you'll see exactly when they came back, and it automatically collects the names, so you don't even have to enter your class names. And if the name's not on there, they weren't in your class. So this is like a really, really cool report. The HTML report looks like this. I like that a lot better than the Google's, or I guess it's an Excel spreadsheet. The Excel spreadsheet just tells them when they got there and how long they were in. And so that's not nearly as much fun as the HTML. And what I love about it is it's automatic and you don't have to do anything. So there you go. Lots of report information, lots of ways to back up whether kids are in class or not, and it took me 5 minutes. Okay, if you need help, if there's anything that didn't make sense, just shoot me an email and I'll straighten it out for you. Hope you have a great day. Thanks.